Randomly picking an anime from the top 250 is something I never foresaw going so well. Going in with zero expectations, this is the last thing I'd expect to like. Monster is something that stole my gaze at the speed of light. Right there at the opening's intriguing premise. The fantastic supporting characters with an even fantasticer main player to follow through the entire venture, along with the great storytelling, make for quite the exceptional anime with bundles and bundles of tear-wrenching moments. But a single terrible game of audio that is brought along on a thread of thought breaks some of the great writing and scenes this show had, as it doesn't make much sense to have this irrelevant schmuck take part in the later parts of the story. The structure of having the hero's life fall before his eyes, then having to claw his way up from nothing, in a world where he is now depicted as a villain, is a cool setup for this monstrously good protagonist to overcome, with the odds forever against him, staying fixated on his righteous path, operating with his hands of light.
I get it because he's a surgeon.
Earning the hearts of people everywhere, trying to fix a mistake that he heroically takes charge of, blaming himself for something that he couldn't do anything about. Tenma is great. Such a genuine and kind-natured person. An awesome protagonist and easy person to root for.
Ich liebe diesen Mann as much as ich liebe diesen haircut.
There are so many moments that have you screaming yes, when the two paths collide, revealing Tenma to be shadowing the detective.
Richard Drum.
It's him! I love this man! The show excels when it comes to illustrating connectable characters, even if they only appeared a couple of episodes ago, making them stand out from the rest with various flaws and great personality traits, but sharing a common incentive, believing in Tenma and helping him through his cause. Indefinitely having the sense of danger and worry for these likable characters, with death looming around every corner. Jacob Moria's death from Johan's unjust hand, and Tenma's sadness seeping over, all while his motivation to stop this villain only
King
grows.
F5, I'm gonna follow you. Just like last night.
The surprise of Dita tagging along with Tenma? Fuck. Tenma is the #1 bowler for sure, while Grimmer being an obvious favorite out of the bunch of side players. His arc and character's past, tragically losing his child and how his subsequent lack of emotion results in his wife leaving him, then how he proceeds to learn to love and feel. Saving this kid from Johan's foul grasp, as his caring heart races to the rescue. Just thinking about it gets emotions creeping out of me. And just like the moment where Tenma unites the soldier with his daughter, made me bawl my eyes out. Adding to the list of memorable moments, that sudden burst of trust Dita has for Tenma, as Tenma again goes out of his way to do good. Saving Dita from someone involved in the corrupt scheme to breed emotionless people. The same scheme Grimmer fell victim to. I love Tenma, what he stands for, and his character as a whole. But inconsistent writing makes him seem like a rock eater at a point. Plain retarded writing. Take what I say with a grain.
Take what I say with salty grains.
All my shit is subjective content.
Can you understand me though? That's the question.
I wish this character...
I understand. We know English down here too, yeah!
I'm gonna keep that one in the tank, don't worry guys. Tenma breaks out of jail, even though he is home free, about to be released and set free. Even given this challenge of Eva being in danger, there were lots of easy options to avoid this idiocracy. Why not tell his lawyer and have him inform Lang? She can stay anywhere, just in a safe place. Why does he have to confess to a lie? For Eva's sake. It feels rotten. Think of it this way, Johan is killing people at a rapid rate. If he is wanted by the police, Johan will live for longer. If Tenma has police on his side, boom, finding Johan becomes 500 times easier. Walter White saving Jesse also fucks him over, but it's a spontaneous decision from an unpredictable character. And they have history. Tenma has shitty history with Eva. Shit! Absolute shite! Also, there are other ways to save her. She is not in a dead-end predicament. Saving her directly is just a plain bad idea. You have a billionaire at your disposal, tell lawyer to guard her with #1 bodyguard. Mind-bending gymnastics are used to I don't know, have a prison escape scene. Tenma, your capture was also very exciting. Great success, my guy. Eva sabotaging Tenma's love life is enough for anyone to hate her. However, she is also rancid
and a death-worthy person.
Dr. Kenzo Tenma.
The major problem lies with Eva's involvement with the story. I wish this character lost its relevancy a long time ago, aka fucking dead. Why keep her alive? She is your only witness, and a useless informant to the case. Eva went on a rant at the hospital, telling the cops misinformation that would provide more evidence and motive against Tenma. Done being useful, then killing her would make Tenma seem more guilty in this scenario, since she was presenting evidence against him. No one should be lending their grace or care to this monster. Tenma didn't ruin your comfy life, and I hate the fact characters always baby talk to her, like she deserves anything. They should instead communicate that you need to grow the fuck up, you know Johan exists, and that he killed your father, taking away your comfy lifestyle you had. If you cared for your father, you wouldn't have presented evidence against Tenma knowing full well he is innocent. You did this because you are spiteful, subhuman trash. Your father was a horrible cunt to Tenma, just as you were. He has every right to stay away from you with a 100-meter restraining order. Scratch that. 1,000! Make it 1 million! Yes, and 1 million meaning you have to be out of this planet, like off the earth, mate. Kill her, put her up the earth, yeah! And Chad likely, Tenma does stay away from you.
Eva Hanman, #1 supporting character. Better than Goku.
Good job. This cruel bitch can't stop doing shit things. They both fall into a burning chasm and live.
I mean, in this scenario, they really should have burned like cigarettes. Cigarettes.
Why even set Tenma up in a position like this, where he could have killed Johan 100 times at the halfway point of the series? When later on, it's revealed that Tenma's kind soul doesn't have it in him to kill someone. Circumstances work out in a seamless and reasonable way during the show's final episode. This last scene does just a good job as any to communicate Tenma's kind-heartedness, just like all his actions do. So the sniper Tenma bought and didn't use shouldn't have been made into a story plot point. The detective Braum and Tenma, how they were holding on to their pasts, blaming themselves for something that was out of their hands, having it weigh over them immensely, when, with the total picture in mind, it's obvious to see they only meant to do good, but how Johan tries to twist and toy with Braum's insecurities of the past, creating an injustice to Braum's perception, framing his death in a really undignifying way, making the cause of death to be Braum falling back onto his old addiction, when in reality, he was sad about something he shouldn't have burdened himself with, and the drinking that came after was only because he felt regretful, doing his best to fix his alcoholism, a problem he had finally conquered, a day away from seeing his daughter. Johan unsuccessfully manipulating Braum into thinking he was the bad guy for purposefully killing someone evil is rich coming from Johan. Such a despicable character. When shown people who refuse to change, and then people who have been dealt just as bad cards but stick to a heroic path, it creates a great divide between simple good and evil. All these horrid acts mend Johan into an incredible antagonist. Someone who is blatantly evil and bland is easy to root against. So why even bring a sad piece of the puzzle to the equation?
Sad? Sadness?
Well, not even that. Compared to what other characters have to overcome, this isn't something that should bring sympathy.
I don't care.
Why is this included in the underwhelming wrap-up to the story?
That was the fright of a lifetime.
Why not show Tenma get a girl after all the fuckery he had to go through? Either drink herself to death, maybe? Tenma reunite with Dita and Nina, the real cause of Braum's death? Give his send-off some clarity and respect after what Johan did? It really is the least they should have done. I think Johan could do with being saved and flashily sent to prison for life. Tenma meets with the Asian doctor, whose success is found. The Hungarians and the other townsfolk read the newspaper and get relief and happiness from their hopes being rightfully placed in Tenma's hands. Just like the rest of his friends' undying loyalty, we should have seen more closure on the matter of Tenma's innocence. Everyone should be honoring more than just the fall of Grimmer. The detective, Jacob Mura as well. It's forgotten characters like that and moments missed in the ending, where time just seems to be wasted. When Braum's death and others who are inspired by Tenma or helped along the way are missed, it's shit like that, which drags this otherwise fantastic show down. That would be next to perfect with a dead Eva. The wrap up to the story should have been a really enjoyable and rewarding time after all the shit Tenma went through. Besides these minor gripes, everything collides excellently in this mystery, thriller, crime show. and I think it's awesome, offering up a buffet of satisfying and legendary moments that seem to go unnoticed when compared to other anime's vast popularities and presences in the online world. I'd heard nothing and seen nothing on Monster. Might just be me. Either way, Monster certainly deserves more recognition. The goods far outweigh the evils.
分かったの。私のこと。
時は高慢ちきなうるさいのちくれを子供が死んだのが今悲しい。人間は感情をなくすことはできない。感情はどこかわからないところに迷い込んでいたんだ。まるで俺宛てに出した手紙が何十年も経ってから届いたみたいだ。これが本当の悲しみか。It's him, the Wonder Man! Wonder Man! とぼけるな！とぼけるな！